Hi everybody, this is Tina. Welcome back to my channel. So I was sharing these little tassels that I made in a previous video, and I had a few people ask me to share how I did them. So I'm going to try to do this, and I might have to do it in parts and then try to put the video together so it's not too long. So the first thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you what you'll need, okay? So these, first of all, these are the ones that I made. So I made that one, this pink one, and I'm using the seam binding that I bought from My Scrap Cabin on Etsy, and I'll leave the link down below to the seam binding that I bought, and it came in a bag like this. Well, I bought a lot. You don't have to buy a lot. They come either 3 in a bundle or 4 in a bundle. Depends on what, like you have spring colors, fall colors, and different things like that. But you will see when you go over to the shop how they are in bundles, and they're very affordable, you guys, very affordable. So, and then you get a handwritten note, and she has been putting in an extra bundle to every order. So you'll get that as well. And her name is Erin. Yes, Erin. Okay. All right. But I'll leave the link down below. So that is the seam binding that I purchased. Now for the tassel, you are going to need some beads. And this one I'm going to do lavender because I haven't done a lavender one yet. And I got these beads from Hobby Lobby, and they were on the clearance rack. They're originally $17.99. I got them for $4.49 when they had their clearance. So I got a few of these different styles, but this is the one that I'm using today because it has the lavender beads in it. So you need 4 beads. I guess you could do them with more beads, but I'm just doing them with 4. Okay, so you need 4 beads. You need your seam binding, and I'm going to use this light lavender and this cream color. Okay, you're going to need a ribbon pincher, a ribbon, I don't know what you call it, but that's what it looks like. You put the ribbon in here, and then you crimp this down, and it has a little hook on the other side. Now, I got these on AliExpress a while ago from Elena's Crafts, but I'm sure you can find these ribbon crimps. I guess they're called ribbon crimps. You can find these in any jewelry store or, you know, Michael's, anything like that. So you'll need one of those. You're going to need some type of hook. Now, I have a ring that's not it's not actually like a key ring. It's actually just a ring, and it opens only in this part. It doesn't go all the way around this way. So you can use whatever you choose to use. Now, these hooks I got from Michael's, from AC Moore, and they're lanyard hooks, something like that. And they were in the kids section where like the kid beads and stuff are. You could use something like this, or you could probably use something like these. And these I got from BB Crafts. They have, let me just show you real quick. These have a bigger hook on them. And an actual, yeah, so these look like this. So you could actually probably use this too, or whatever you have as far as like a key ring and a hook. That's what I'm guessing, that you could use anything like that. But for now, this is what I'm using, the ring and the lanyard hook, okay? You're going to need a needle with a big opening up here, because the thread that you're going to use is going to be, well, I'm using this, and this is one of those embroidery threads. So this is what I'm using as far as tying the bottom, and I'll show you that, okay? So what I do first is I cut a little bit of this and a little bit of this one, and then I pinch it in here. Okay, so I'm going to cut this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I cut 2 pieces. I put, this is about 12 inches crinkled up. It'd be different if you pulled it straight. Okay, so crinkled up, It's about 12 inches. I cut 12 of each. Now, what I did for these is I cut these in 4. So I just kind of estimated. I don't really know, you know, how long this is or whatever, but I'm just cutting it. And the purple one looks like it was a little longer, so I'll use 2 purple. There's only a small piece of the white left. So what I'm doing is I have to take the edge of each one, and I got to kind of flatten it out and take the crinkle out just on the top part, okay? So you're putting them together like this. Hopefully you guys can see that. This is why I don't do tutorials. I'm not very good at it, and my camera is really not set up for it. But like I said, I had some people that asked me if I would show them how I did it, so I'll do my best, okay? That's all I can do is my best. So I hope you're all staying safe out there, and you're washing your hands and practicing the social distance, things like that. Hopefully this will pass sooner than later, and we can all get back to our normal lives. Okay, so that's about what, you know, it's going to be at the bottom. Now, what I've been doing on the top is I get it as flat as I can, and then I take the scissors and just kind of trim that off, just so it's as flat as I can get it, okay? Because you have to try to, now this is where I have a hard time because my hands don't work that well. You have to try and get all that ribbon inside this clip. Now I'm using a tweezer I have to push it up inside enough where it's going to be up in that clip and not come out. And then I've been taking my little needle nose, and you just pinch that clip down as hard as you can, okay? And pinch it again, and then you pinch the sides like this as hard as you can. And this really hurts my hand, so you know. And then so there, so it's in the pinch. You see where it's tucked in there. So that's that part. Okay, now what you're going to do, throw that over there. Some of it missed the garbage, some went in. I'll just fix it later. Okay, so just get yourself a good amount of string. I don't know how long it is. So you'll be able to cut off the part that you're not using, okay? Now I have to try and get this threaded. It might take me a few minutes, you guys. My eyesight's not good. Okay, I did it. All right, so what you're going to do is you're not going to pull both strands down even, okay? You're going to pull it so you have some of the pieces up here and some's longer, okay? And then you are going to put it through that pinch right there, through there, okay? Pull it through. And this is where you're going to put your beads on, okay? So I'm going to add the beads. Whoops. Okay. What I actually want to do, you guys, first is put a knot down here in this thread, okay? So it doesn't fall off the little clip. So I'm just going to basically tie a knot a couple times, okay? All right, I did it like 3 times, okay? So I tied the knot with the string onto the little clip, okay? And then here are your beads. So that's what it looks like when they're put on, okay? And then you're going to put your ring through here, okay? And it's going to go down to the bottom bead, or to the top bead there. Take your needle, go back down through. And that's why this string has to be long originally, okay? Because it has to go back down through all of the beads. And then you got to pull it out down the bottom here. Okay. Okay, so I pulled it as tight as I could get it down the bottom. Hold on a second. It got tangled here. Okay. So you want to pull it as tight as you can get it, because that's what's going to hold that ring in the top. Okay. And then what you're going to do is tie another knot at the bottom. Make sure your seam binder doesn't get caught in the knot. Okay, so now it's tied at the bottom. And I'm going to, just in case, I'm going to put a few more knots in this. I know you can't see me that well, and you can't see what I'm doing, but basically I'm just sewing and tying a knot at the bottom a couple of times, okay? If you want to, on some of those, I did this, is I ended up going back up through the beads again. This is just an extra precaution to make sure that it's tight and it's not gonna come apart on you. Okay. I'm trying to push that needle up so I can see it. And this is where my little tweezers come in handy. Pull that tip of that needle if I can get it. Let me try this. Not working, you guys, not working. Okay, hold on a second. Might have to slide these down a little bit and push this needle up as far as I can get it to go up in there, so I can grab it. There we go. Okay, I got it. Okay, so I put them back up through here, and I got to make sure my seam binding is not caught in it, which it is. So I'm just going to pull this out of the knot here. Pull this out. Okay. All right. So we have the thread going down through, tie a knot at the bottom where the pinch is, and then I went back up through, and now I'm going to tie another knot. I'm going to go around the ring a few times with this string, okay? I'm going to go around a few times, and then I'm going to knot it. At this point, you could take the needle out if you wanted to. Okay, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to take the needle out, and I'm going to put a couple knots in here. You just go around the ring, and then, you know, you just bring your thread through like this. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, and then you just pull it another couple times. Okay, you can put as many knots as you want up here, you know, depending on how secure you want it to make sure that it is secure. So at this point now, I'm going to take my scissors and just cut off this little extra and the extra piece down the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to what I did with the other ones, as you see, it still has like a little piece of thread right there. Can you see that? So what I did was I took some art glitter glue. You can take any glue. It doesn't have to be art glitter glue, whatever you have. Get that out of there. And what I did was I put some glue down into the top bead, right? And then I took my needle and I kind of pushed this string down into the bead. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Push that extra string back down into the hole where you put the glue. Okay? And give it a little bit to give it a little bit to actually glue itself, to hold itself in there. Art glitter glue kind of holds itself pretty good, pretty fast. So I know I'm saying a lot, sorry. All right, and then you take your little clip and you just clip it on your ring. And what I did, because these clips are it's open, I don't want it to spin around too much. So what I did was I kind of just took this and just closed the bottom. You can't close it too much with this kind of clip, because if you do, then this part here won't shut really good. So I just basically just gave it just a little pinch, so it's not, you know, gonna fall off there on that ring. Okay, and that's it, you guys. That is the tassel. And this is the purple one now, purple and white. And like I said, I know my tutorials aren't very good, and that's why I don't do a lot of them. But I will, I got glue on my paper. Oh no. Okay. I will link a video down below that Erica, Scrap Diva 29, had linked in her video. And that's, I watched this girl make the tassels with the embroidery thread, with the crochet yarn. And I kind of made these the same way that she did with her needle and her thread and stuff. I'm going to make some of those little tassels like Erica did and like the girl does in the video. And I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. I only watched the video once. But I will link it down below so you can watch it, just in case you can follow her tutorial better than mine. Because like I said, I'm not a very good person to do tutorials. But I had people ask me, how did you make them? And I wanted to share that with you guys. They're really quick. They're not too much. They're really quick, especially once you get the hang of it. You can start doing them real quick. Now, you don't have to make them with seam binding. In the girl's video, she made hers, like I said, with the crochet yarn and actually made a tassel. So I'm going to make some of those, and I will show those when I come back and share them with you guys. But because I had bought this beautiful seam binding, I wanted to use it. And that was the whole purpose of making them this way and using the seam binding at the bottom. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to actually put a bow on here. I've been putting bows on them. I don't know if you guys can see the little white bow. On this one, I put a burlap bow because it went with the, you know, the colors. And on this one, I used a black bow because of the black. Now, only 3 color bows I actually have. And these are from Hobby Lobby. And they are, oh my God. Are they Hobby Lobby? I can't remember. Paper Studio. So I think they are Hobby Lobby. They're either Hobby Lobby or they could be Joann's. I'm not real sure. It's Paper Studio. So with the purple one, I think I'm going to just stick with the white bow. And what I do with the bow, you guys, is I put a little glue dot on it, and I'll stick it to the bottom, but then I also put a few stitches in it. I'll go through the back and stitch it and make knots so it stays on at the bottom. So when it's done, this little tassel will have the little white bow on it. So, well, that's it, you guys. That is my tutorial. I'm sorry if it's not real, you know, I can't get close and do it for you, and that's what I'm saying, that I'll leave the link down below to the other girl, because she does it up close, and you can actually see what she's doing. And that's how I learned. I just watched her video, and the video I picked it up from Scrap Diva 29, because she made some really cute tassels as well. And I'll leave Erica's video down below too. Go see her tassels, because they're really, really cute. And she used the Hobby Lobby beads like I just did. And I'm going to make some of those like she did as well. So, all right, you guys, I'll let you go. I'm chatting a lot. Be safe. I hope your family's safe. And I am praying for everybody. The whole world I'm praying for. And I'm thanking God every day for the healthcare workers and the people that are working in the grocery stores and the people that are delivering mail. I pray for all of them. And I'm so thankful that they are actually staying at work and putting their lives in jeopardy of getting this virus for us to be able to go out and get some groceries and mail something if we need to mail it. And if we get sick, there's the healthcare workers that are always there to help you. So I pray that each and every one of them are being safe as well. So, and hopefully you guys, I hope that this is going to end soon and we can all just go on with our lives the way it was. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay, you guys, thank you for watching. God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye.